Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is sage. It's a herb. So sage has been used over the centuries as a traditional medication. So today I'm going to explain how you can make sage tea. So come along with me as I explain to you how you make sage tea. So I have a couple of leaves here. Look at that. These are leaves of sage. It's a herb which, it is resilient. It grows throughout the year, in most regions. It withstands the cold, the cold months of winter. So this is a herb which has been known for many years, for centuries. People have been using it as traditional medication. So it is believed that it helps in various, forms of medical help, like the digestion. It also helps with, like cognitive health. These are beliefs, When we talk about traditional medication, we are talking about the beliefs which people have. So before I go any further, can you please consider subscribing to the channel? I'll be very happy if you do that. So what is this herb, why is it important to us? We are now looking at the beliefs which are there, and these beliefs are the ones which I'm going to talk about today. So we can mix, we can use sage as a spice, like marinating our various dishes. We can use sage as a tea. And some people burn the leaves, just in their like religious beliefs, they burn the sage leaves, These are beliefs which people have. And they believe that when you burn the dry sage leaves, you are, you are trying to have, a safe, type of, life around yourself. So this is how people use sage. Now, sage, one thing which we should note is that sage has a chemical which is called thujon or thejon. So this chemical is the one which brings that pungent aroma in sage. And because of this chemical, we need not take sage in large quantities because of this thejon. It's spelled like Thujone. So we always should be mindful of the quantities we take when we are using sage. Now, I just want to go back again to the beliefs, why we should take, the advantages or the beliefs in taking, sage. It is believed that sage helps with digestion, and it is also believed that sage helps in oral health. All these are beliefs, they are beliefs. And because with traditional medication or traditional medicine, usually there are no scientific researches, to support these beliefs. But people just use them. Sometimes people will just believe that this herb can help them. That's why they use this sage. And another belief is that it is believed that sage can help with oral health, and sage can help with detoxifying the body, meaning removing some impurities from our body, like from our cells. And it is also believed that taking sage might help with improving our cognitive health. It enhances the cognitive status, how we think, our brain, our memory. So it is just another belief that it can help, sage can help with cognitive enhancement. Like anything else we take, whether it's food, whether it's medication, we always should take these things in moderation. So I just want to tell you, before I go to the side effects of sage, can you please, again, I repeat again, or I reiterate, can you please consider subscribing to my channel? I'll be thankful if you do that. So, what are the side effects of sage? It is said that sage can cause, if taken in abundance, if you take too much of it, it can cause some seizures. So we need to be mindful. These are the side effects. And it is also said that sage can cause some stomach upset. So when we take sage, we must be mindful. Otherwise, we end up having some stomach cramps here and there. So just be careful with sage. It's one of the strong herbs we have around. Also, sage can cause some, some cardiac problems. So we must be mindful. Anyway, so it's like a seesaw. We need to weigh where we can put sage. It's like a seesaw. We need to find the equilibrium. So finding the equilibrium means we need to take it in small quantities. And today my mission is to make some sage tea. And usually when you make sage tea, you don't need to drink it in abundance. Just take maybe 1 glass, 1 little cup per day, 1 to 2 maybe per day. And the botanists, according to the botanists, they also, say that pregnant mothers shouldn't take sage, just avoid taking it, because of this chemical in it, which we call tejen. So these are some of the aspects of sage, which we just need to know. It's just sharing ideas on these herbs. So today, my main mission, is to show you how you can make some sage tea. I have the teapot there ready for this mission, and I have already washed the sage leaves. I have quite a plant of sage leaves which I picked from the garden, because I love sage, and I also, like what is advised, take it in moderation. So what do we do? How do you take sage? You wash the leaves, of course. If you want to take it as spice, you can just chop the leaves and then sprinkle on your dish. Now today, I'm going to show you how you take it as a tea. So I've washed these sage leaves, as you can see. I have massive leaves. Look at that. I love this sage. Look at that. They are really big, large leaves of sage. And they are like, soft to touch, which is really amazing. And the aroma of sage, believe me, the aroma, it's really outstanding. So sage is an outstanding aroma. So what you do when you want to prepare the tea, you can maybe either use dry leaves or these fresh ones. So today I have the fresh ones. All you need to do is just to try and measure like a tablespoon. If it was the dry leaves, it was going to be easy. But now that I have the fresh leaves, so what I will do, I'll just break them a little bit. I'll break them, and I want to fill a tablespoon. So let's see how I'm going to have this tablespoon of sage. So I can tear the large ones or tear these small ones so that they fill the teaspoon. Just break them into pieces because we want a teaspoon. Remember what I said, that sage is a chemical called tejen, and we don't want to to have lots of it, to overdose. That's the word we can use. We don't want too much of it. So we just, have a little bit. So even the large leaves like this, I can easily break the large leaves into tiny pieces like this. Just break them into tiny pieces. And then, I can feel the aroma. It's really amazing. These herbs are really something to marvel at. This is nature at its best, I can always say. So I have a tablespoon. Oh, sorry. The surface is clean, so it doesn't matter if the leaves fall to the surface because it's a clean surface. So now look at that. I piled the teaspoon. Look at that. So in the meantime, I have boiled some water in a kettle. So you pile your tablespoon. It's not a teaspoon. I'm always saying teaspoon. I don't know why I like teaspoons. So this is a teaspoon of the amazing sage. This is a teaspoon of the amazing sage. It's now ready for the tea. So what you do is you take a tablespoon, 1 tablespoon of sage, whether dried or fresh, and you then just put this in a teapot. So you imagine this is my teapot. Then after that, I just want to prepare about 2 cups of sage tea. So we need 2 cups of sage tea. So after that, we don't want to lose any sage because I don't have much in the garden. So when you prepare the tablespoon, we are going to pour 2 cups of boiling water. So we are going to pour 2 cups in a cup boiling water. So we just pour this over the sage. Pour this over the sage. So we have another cup, another cup. Remember, just 1 cup is enough in a day. If you feel you are not allergic to this sage and chemical in the sage, then you can take 2 cups. I'll just take 1 cup, and then tomorrow I'll take another cup. And you don't have to take it for long periods of time. This is just a one-off, a one-off enjoyment of sage. It shouldn't be taken religiously. So this is the 2nd cup. Whoa, look at that. So we have our sage there. Imagine it's in the teapot. Then you just shake it like this. Stir it. And I'll use this as the remainder for the dishes, the dishes. Just shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it like that. Stir it. It's a stirring, it's not shaking. I'm just saying shake it, shake it. Stir it. Then the next thing is let it stand for some time. So let it stand for some time. In that time, the sage will be like the juices from the leaves is dissolving in the water. As you can see, the water is changing color. It's changing. It's no longer the colorless water. It's changing into a bit of green color. So this is how we prepare the sage tea. Then when all is done, let it stand for some time. We don't need to rush at all because we want to enjoy this sage. Then when all is done, I have made some previously in this teapot. So we are going to let this one stand. And I've made some previously in the teapot. So there's sage in here, which has been standing for about maybe 30 minutes or so. So we have sage in this teapot. Let me show you the sage. It has been standing for some time. Oh, I can't get any. but I know it's there. Let me see how I can grab some. It's a bit, oh, because it's dissolving somehow. Oh, I got some finally. Okay, so this is the sage which has been standing in the teapot for some time. So I don't need to take it like very hot, like a hot tea. If it's mildly hot, that's fine. So our sage has been standing there for some time in the teapot. So we are going to give it a taste. So let's see how this sage tea, how it tastes. So obviously we strain again. We always straining here and there. So we are going to strain the sage, and then we give it a taste, and then we find out how the sage tea tastes. And it's really an amazing herb. So let's strain it from the teapot. We are straining. Straining. Wow, look. Today I'm having sage tea. And that's wonderful. Just a cup or two. I'm not having anything more than that. Because, like I said, it is a really strong herb. So we have been standing the sage in there for some time. And this is the sage. Wow, look at that. Now let me give it a taste and see how it tastes. So tasting time. It's really good, it's quite refreshing. I really like it, although I need to be mindful of the quantities. So this is sage tea which I've made. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be very happy if you do that, and I'll be thankful, a big thankful, if you subscribe to my channel. So this is our sage tea, and I've really enjoyed the flavor. It's something, which is out of this world. It is really refreshing, and it is that distinct like flavor, which is really, stands for sage. So this is sage tea. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll leave you. Maybe you might think of trying sage tea, which is, a good thing trying. But remember, be mindful if you're allergic to these herbs, and just don't take them in large quantities. So thanks everybody for watching the sage tea preparation.